For my first stock, we have go market value. First stock is Oscar. So on Oscar here, looks like we filled the gap right. If I can find this, from about like right here, this area. We dove right down to this area. We kind of were in this area before anyway, about like right here or so. So I guess. So we kind of just dipped into this area, which we were down over here, and we jumped straight through it, went down, went up here, and I was dumb enough to buy up here. So that was not a good start to this, but now we look to be making a recovery off of this value area. RSI right now is at 43, so it's fairly cheap. Volume, still would love to see more volume on this. We just still have this really high sell pressure from before. As far as the MACD, according to this, is still in the downward portion, but we're starting to slope around, and then also same with the kind of volume down here, I guess, is also starting to slope around, so that's a good sign for the stock. Wish I would have gotten lower, but it's not too terrible. Next up is Meta. Meta, when did I get? Got in at 560 average. So about, I'm gonna say right. I think I got in right here, right before earnings, just hoping that it would go up on earnings, which is kind of stupid, but I did get lucky. And I mean, the stock was low, so you could say that it was undervalued or expected to go up. Just because of how far it already went down, the earnings, anything would have probably brought it up. But after earnings, we had a huge jump up, and I think I bought more here if I remember correctly. Another jump up, just more tariff news, I think, and then we've just been going up and up and up. Right now, definitely not liking this. Does not look great to me. Yeah, so we had this trend line right here that we were following for a little while. And we just had two pretty bad days in a row on this stock. Went down below the trend line here. Have not made a lower low. Volume is going down. That's not a good sign at all. Here we can see MACD still has quite a way to go. Yeah, I'll probably end up selling. Should I sell Meta? Probably. I'm up 25% on it. RSI is at 50, so RSI is already somewhat low. Yeah, I might sell Meta. Where's our next value area, I guess? Probably like right here. We're kind of just not dipping into where this value area is, so I've kind of already missed the move downward, really. Well, we had a good candle today. We're at 702, so like right at the top of here. There's a good chance that we just bounce off and keep going up, so I don't think I'm gonna get too stressed about this for right now. If it falls through this area and makes a lower low than this, then that'll probably be time to sell, but for right now, I think I can keep it. Next up is Palantir. On Palantir, I bought in, I want to say 120s. I think around here, and then I sold here and bought back in like around here. At least on the last time that I traded this. Just went up when this kind of rectangle in this value area, and then broke out of it, went up, and then we had that bad news. I can't remember what that news was, but we bounced back off this value area and have just been going up. Thus, we're at 66, so we still have room to go up. That was a huge selling off here. We had a good day today, 1.57, 5% the other day. I think I might keep this. I'm expecting some sort of pullback to come soon to this trend line. I might not sell any yet. We aren't very high on here. Oh. So yeah, I think I'll just stay in on Palantir where it's at right now. Next up we have OPFI. OPFI has been very annoying to me. It looks like we have a value area down here. I guess probably another area right here. Yeah. Seems like these are the areas that the stock likes to go to for right now. We did have a good 2.26% day today. RSI is pretty low right now, all the way at like 39. And we're starting to curl on the MACD, it looks like. So it's unfortunate, but it doesn't seem like a good time to sell right now. It's unlikely with the RSI being so low that we continue to go down. Volume has definitely not been great with the sell volume, but yeah. I'll probably stay in this. It's just quite unlikely that we fall through this gap, so we're probably gonna either go back up, bounce off, and then go up, or we're probably gonna get some consolidation and then either go down or go up. I think for right now, it's not worth the sell. Zeta here had 6% day today. It was really good. Very good volume here. Bad volume on kind of the sell off. Good volume today. It seems we had this, I guess about right around here or so. Probably more accurately like right here. It seems like about here it likes to stay around here. Had a good jump up to here and then kind of went down and just tested this slot 14. RSI is all the way at 54. MACD seems to be curling back again after it showed us going down. Yeah, RSI got really high here, so that didn't start time to sell if you were holding. I'm guessing probably about this area would be where we go back to, yeah. Tends to break out here and then go to about, let's see, probably about this area. So right now, we just bounced off of here today, hoping to go back up to 17s. and then probably try to sell at the top of this range. It is unlikely that we have enough momentum to keep going up past it. And maybe try to time it later on. So yeah, these are probably the 3 zones that I'd be expecting on here. Yeah, we can see even before we were down here, and then even all the way over here, it was a little lower, but we also were in this range. And I suppose like about kind of like right here, we also had a little bit of a range. Yeah. See, went up, trade in this range here, went down and collapsed, went back up, tested, got rejected, went off, and then went back up, and actually went straight through and then right down. Have we been there before? No. Yeah, so I think we'll test this range and then probably have to wait before we ever have a chance at these next two. Don't think it's the time to sell. Celsius here, I bought this one. I don't remember. It was whenever it crossed the moving average. We have kind of a trend line here that we've been respecting. Doing good right now. RSI is at 54, so we're not overbought. MACD had a little bit of a bad time, but now we're starting to curl back up, it looks like. Kind of curling, not too crazily. Either way, we're at a low here on the bottom, so that looks like we should go up. As far as volume goes, not much volume, so not really expecting any crazy jumps. That's funny, it went up after bad earnings, but yeah. What were we down? Down 2.3%, so not a great day. As far as the actual candles go here, this is definitely a bearish candle. We're not very overbought right now, so, and this isn't a lower low, so I'm not too concerned right now. Either way, even if it goes down and tests this trend line, if it does that, its RSI is gonna get so low, it's just gonna be a buying opportunity anyway. It's kind of hard to say areas, because obviously we have like this area down here, but we're gonna hit the trend line before we hit it, so we can't really rely on that. As far as areas to go to, maybe like, I guess you could say maybe down here. So maybe like a bounce off this up into this area, possibly. I don't think this is bad enough or hot or overbought enough for me to sell. Oklo here, looking beautiful. So we had this kind of cup and handle going on at bullish lows, bullish buzz lows. Stayed in this rectangle range, broke out, had a fake breakout here, then really broke out here. Went all the way up and got here, which we had never been before. And it kind of made another rectangle. Fell out about right here, I guess you'd want to have sold right here if you're going to. Went down, tested this area again. Fake breakout, went back in. And then finally broke out about like right here or so. And then got back up straight to this range really fast. Huge jump up, got up here, fell back down, went back into this range, and we just broke out of it. And today we're back into this range. RSI is at 64. Curling on the MACD. We're probably, if I had to guess, we're probably gonna have, let me see, do I have arrows I can draw? I'll probably do a little thing like probably like something like this if I had to guess is what it's gonna do. We're probably gonna get up here. We're gonna get probably maybe a fake breakout if we even get that. Probably gonna have some sideways momentum. Go up, get a fake breakout, test, and then go off of it and go up is probably what we're gonna do. But until then, I think this is good to be in. I think it's pretty comfortable to say that we'll stay within this range. So there's not really any downward momentum to be worried about, at least not for right now. The volume is pretty good right now as well. We have that sell off, and it'd be nice if we had a huge volume spike though. This looks pretty good. We'll see if we get that breakout or not. No reason to sell here. Microsoft. Here, we've just been riding this trend line up. I think I got in here right before earnings too, and then maybe bought more here. I did sell some because of us being overvalued here. We're bound to have a pullback at some point. But with the trend line right here, even if we do get that pullback, it's hard to say. Maybe on earnings, if they have a bad earnings, we could definitely see a bad time. But like even here on the MACD, you can see like that is just kind of crazy. It's been doing very well. I'm just not sure that we can keep going. We did have a bullish candle today, a little hammer curl. Outside of that, we've kind of just had really mostly bullish candles. Some small pullbacks, but nothing crazy. Overall, I'm still bullish on this, but there's a reason my position isn't huge. It's just overvalued, so and not much room to go up by a lot. If we do fall through this trend line, maybe like this. Let me see. Maybe like this area could be where we go to, which would be a pretty big fall. Yeah, if it falls to this trend line, I'm probably gonna want to get out. But for right now, it's fine. And lastly, we have Roku. Another trend line. I think I just got on this again with getting in when the moving average went up, and then we've just been coasting through. I'm up like 20%, I think. What am I up exactly? Yeah, exactly 20.13%. Maybe this area is where we would go back to. Maybe here. It's hard to say. We are at 70, so we're starting to get overvalued. We seem to be in kind of a range here, but it's not very strong. I guess we have. I guess we kind of have this area to fall back down to. Kinda, yeah. We're probably gonna have at least a few days that we keep going up, and then we might get to like. We might like test up here or something. It's hard to say. Volume is not doing great. up here is also really high up. Yeah. This might be a reason to. Yeah, this might be a good time to sell. Let me see, when we were up here, that was kind of a high. This was, what do I hear? We don't really have like the same formation where we just go perfectly up a trend line. This is also low volume. This is also low volume. This is high volume, probably off news. I think I can get a few more days out of this before I should sell it. But yeah. Right now, the account is at $12,333. Doing pretty good. We were up about 1680 of total profit, which is about a little under 16% from October 2024 to now. I'm about dead even with the NASDAQ, and I think a little bit ahead of the SPY. For my first year, I'm pretty happy with that. I've made some pretty stupid mistakes. So, so I can't be too mad about beating the market after doing some stupid shit. But yeah, excited. I feel like I've got some good picks, but we're inevitably gonna have pullbacks sometime in the future. I'm not sure. Let me look at the SPY of when I think this is gonna happen. Or I guess SPX is probably better, huh? I've kind of just been doing this trend line as well. If we're gonna go back anywhere, it's probably gonna be something kind of like this, I want to say. Probably something like this. Either way, we're probably gonna test this trend line before we get to any value area. Volume is fine. RSI is not quite overvalued yet. We're high on the MACD, but we have the white down here, so I think we can still go up a little bit. It's hard to say though. Very good bull candle today though, which was nice to see. Especially at that huge bear candle we got yesterday.